title of Baron Bailie of Blackness has a great ring to it, suggesting that the incumbent is the guardian of the barony with its medieval castle, harbour and village. Every year on the first Tuesday after the second Thursday in June, a Baron Bailie is still appointed, ensconced in a makeshift bower in a time-honoured ceremony at a court convened on Castle Hill, near the ancient shrine of St Ninian on a hilltop above Blackness Castle. While Blackness has more recently become the location of many TV series and movies including Outlander, it has been the ancient seaport for Linlithgow since 1389, when a royal decree granted the port to Linlithgow and the borough began to reap the benefits offered by the ancient anchorage. It was seen that, at first, ships were simply pulled up on a beach and their cargoes unloaded onto horses and carts. Payments of customs dues were required to be paid into the royal borough's coffers, and Linlithgow merchants and the borough itself grew rich on the proceeds. All of this trading activity required supervision, and so a Baron Bailie was appointed to oversee the affairs of the village and the harbour, which was enlarged and equipped with a landing pier in 1465. And by the early 18th century, Sir Robert Sibbald described Blackness as having a harbour for all sorts of ships, where they have a large custom house and warehouses with other accommodation for merchants. Linlithgow merchants grew rich on trading profits and were careful to ensure that Blackness remained in their hands. In order to ensure this, Blackness was inspected annually, and it was at this visit that the Baron Bailie was appointed and invested with the power of keeping good order with the right to summon a court to settle any disputes. In the 1680s, Baron Bailie Sergeant Patrick Rattray was regularly reappointed to the role and would wear the magistrate's red robe, which the Baron Bailie still wears today. The Baron Bailie, accompanied by halberdiers, regularly laid down the law until the position fell into disuse in the 18th century, when trade and shipping activity largely came to an end. By 1845, the harbour and its buildings were in ruins. The pier had a brief period of reuse in the mid-19th century, when it was employed to transport bricks and tiles from the brickworks in the village. The factory was established by Thomas Struthers, who, in 1862, was himself elected Baron Bailie of Blackness. He was in turn replaced by Baron Bailie Steedman. The position, now a purely ceremonial one, was then held by Captain John Grant and then William Spence, who in 1922 was presented with a gold braid trimmed robe, which was worn by the Baron Bailie until its replacement in 1993. This new gown was first worn by Robert Fleming. Both father and son were also Baron Bailies, almost 70 years in one family. The present Baron Bailie is a local resident, Martin Brown, who was first elected on Marches Day 2017. The annual ceremony to elect the Baron Bailie still follows the same format and continues to take place on the first Tuesday after the second Thursday in June on top of Castle Hill above Blackness Castle.